All right, who's out there who has questions? Who's got questions? Just me today. No wife. She's over at mother-in-law's house trying to set things up for her. Did I misspell questions? Probably. No, I spelled it right. Fixing my punctuation. Questions. So I uploaded 4 videos today for next week. Algebra 2, y'all gonna love it. Dad, if you actually want to see what I'm having my students do in those new videos, there's a link to a webpage I have, which you'll actually be able to see the PDFs of what my students are doing. Oh, you already saw them? How's your work going? Oh, you saw the videos. Did you see the worksheets? In the description, there's a link to get to the actual worksheets with those problems. I had a couple students ask me questions. Yeah, in the description, if you check out, there's a link that'll actually link you over to another website I have that has the PDFs that I'm giving my students, so you can actually see the same PDFs I'm giving my students. I had quite a few people say they had questions for me today. I'll just kind of sit back and relax and see if somebody shows up. Yeah, non-linear system of equations. This week they're doing linear systems of equations, so next week we're going to do non-linear system of equations. Pretty easy stuff. Yeah, there's 2 people on. So your parents don't mind you staying up all night? Well, Progress and Zelda, I've got the entire map unlocked. I've gotten one of the 4 main things I have to get done. Probably have 2 or 3 of them. I'll probably have the rest of them done before I go to bed tonight. But before I go finish beating the game, I'm going to do all the side quests, which that's going to take a while. Yeah, that's what I thought. Your parents know you're staying up late at night watching a math stream? So they do, huh? I guess it's because it's educational. I guess if my daughter said she wanted to stay up late, as long as I watched it and saw that it was actually educational, I wouldn't care. Happy she even does work sometimes. She's in college. You planning on going to college? Or university? Two people on. If you have a math question, just ask. If not, I'm not staying on here for an hour talking to myself. Or talking with Jad. Oh, goodness. I'll be right back. Oh. Questions. Anybody got questions? Commands. You mean comments? I could be playing Zelda right now. Well, Jad, if nobody's asking me questions, I'm not gonna be staying on real long. There's no way my kids know how to do these problems off the top of their head. So clearly they're waiting to the last minute. Waiting to the last minute to do their work. The American way. I have people turning stuff in weeks late. Oh, really? Didn't know that. Didn't know that. I guess that would make sense. Wow, such a thrilling live stream the last 2 days. So thrilling. Hmm. Now one of my dogs is barking. So thrilling. Well, so my cube one more time, and if nobody has any math questions, I'm gonna go play Zelda. Coda, what you doing? No, he didn't want to come down here. Cat was acting strange today. All cats always act strange. Not a cat person. What's your cat doing? That's how desperate I am. My dogs have been sleeping all day. I've been working in my office, getting stuff ready for next week for my students so they can choose not to do it. And then complain when I... So your cat's been sleeping all day? That's normal. Normal for my dogs. Cat doesn't normally sleep, huh? What do you mean 5 minutes? Oh yeah, 5 p.m.? Yeah, it's 5:13 p.m. right here. Coda, what you doing? Coda, what you doing? Just wake up? Why do you look so surprised? Just wake up? Just leaving me? Yeah, it's 5 p.m. here. Well, that's been 13 minutes without a single question. It's been going 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Coda's a little bit of a weirdo. I guess you can be a weirdo when you're 14 years old. Alright, Jad. I want to call this unless I don't get a question. Go play Zelda. Probably play Zelda for the next 7 hours. You're a 12-year-old? If you're a 12-year-old doing that math, kudos to you. Because that math that you're doing is high school here in the United States. Most 12-year-olds here don't even contemplate trying to do that type of math. So either that's an indictment on our education system in the United States, or it's a kudos to y'all's education system, and kudos to you for being able to do and understand that math. Yeah. I've been doing... My dad's an engineer, so I've always been around math, and I've done math at a high level for a very long time. Even when I didn't think I was all that good in math, I was always making A's very easily. You're in the 7th grade. Man, I teach. This year I have 10th, 11th, and 12th, 9, 10, 11, and 12th graders. And I've taught 12th graders that struggle with some of the math that you're doing on 7th grade. So kudos to you. Kudos to you. And the fact that you're willing to actually be here. I hate that formula. What's up, Chris? You know, that's not even the entire formula. There's a second addendum to the back part of that formula. But because it is inconsequential forces that are overridden here on the overridden, you never really see the backside of Einstein's formula. There's 3 people on here now. Well, I really am about to call this. No actual legitimate math questions. Yeah, pre-shot, you know this, Chris. Pre-shot is like one of the most important things there is. Everything has to be exactly the same, from how you step into a shot, the way you line your body up. Everything has to be exactly the same. It doesn't matter if it's a hard shot or an easy shot. You have to treat everything the same, and that's why people miss easy shots, because they get down, they don't do their regular pre-shot routine. You know that better. You know that just as well as I do. And I'm guilty of it. I get down, sometimes I'm like, I don't feel like going through my pre-shot routine. It's an easy shot, get down and miss it. MC equals half of Minecraft. I really can't answer that on live stream. Can't answer that. Because of different federal regulations. Rating's been easy though, but can't really answer that. Yeah, I can't talk about grades and people turning it in, stuff like that. I'm actually waiting on a call from administration right now to figure, so we know what we're doing with our grades for the whole year. That'll be interesting. All right, guys. No real math questions. I'm going to call it. I'm going to go play like 6-7 hours of Zelda. Try to get through a fair chunk of it. So, Jed, are you talking about? Jed, were you asking about little Chris's question? Oh, you're on my website. Week 3, option A. You go to my website. Hey, what week are you looking at? Give me the date, like week of 420, Pythagorean theorem, week of 427. So if you're on my website, what we're doing is the kids have 2 options to do their work. I write these options are not in a book, so you can actually click on the PDF and see the PDF. So these are just individual PDFs. So when you click on like a PDF, it actually shows the work that I'm asking my students to do. These the videos I make go with these PDFs. So if you watch those videos that I make, and then you work and then you pull these PDFs up, they match up. So the type of problems I'm solving in the videos are the type of problems I'm asking them to do on the worksheets. This way they can actually watch the worksheet and be able to go through it. So they don't actually have to come to my live stream to ask me to work the problems. They can watch the video of me working a similar type of problem. So these are the individual weeks that we have to do for Algebra 2 and Geometry. Algebra 2, I have mostly juniors, 11th graders, a couple 12th graders, and a couple of, well, quite a few 10th graders in the advanced classes. But at the pace you're at, you would have been a sophomore in my pre-cal class, because I've taught some of those. But they've taken algebra and all that, what you're doing in 7th grade, but far few and in between. I've had 4 in 5 years of teaching advanced mathematics. All right, I am getting off. No math questions. Guys, I'm going to end this stream. I will be back up at 5, and hopefully somebody's got questions for me.